stay on talk. Don't you hate it when you get interrupted? I'd like to thank my colleagues there and a board member for months of secret rehearsals for that. And as you saw, all the housekeeping staff at the front, I'd like to thank them as well for making the school ready for us at this time. I don't know whether you noticed Jackie dressed as a maid, joining the maids. But Jackie's been working with me on this, and everything you eat and drink throughout this conference, you know, Jackie's got all that organised for you, so great thanks there. But, oh, and also thanks to the band, Richard Hopkins and the Shangri-Las. Wonderful direction. Brilliant, brilliant. Such talent, such talent, such talent. But at Patina, we talk about our teachers still being learners. But sometimes we like to think that our students are also teachers. And these guys know a lot of things that maybe some of you don't know. So please, please, please talk to these people during the conference. You can scan their badges, and they have little messages in there for you, see what they have to say. But they can help you connecting and finding, more importantly, finding directions and finding the rooms that you need to go to.
Sound. He lived a boring life. He had forgotten about the magic and the technology that surrounded him.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa!
This brand new edition toaster gives you 4 pieces of toast in just 30 seconds. Nescafe Gold, giving you the kickstart you need. Colgate 360 cleans more than teeth, tongues, cheeks, and gums. Once Walter was ready for work, he got into his car. Drive a sports car. He thought it would make his life sexier. Once at work, Walter got into the elevator. In an attempt to feel involved, Walter decided to update his Twitter status. Once at work, Walter began his normal day of being bombarded by technology. Walter's boss was always picking on him. Walter found he often used technology as an escape. On his way home, Walter found himself caught in a traffic jam. He couldn't help but think about what his boss had said. Sure, he was a daydreamer, but that wasn't so bad, was it? Walter dreamed of a technological future where he would never be caught in a traffic jam again. Just then, Walter flew home in his jet. But of course, that was just Walter dreaming. In reality, he had just returned home in his beat-up old car. Once again, Walter had survived another boring day, taking the technology in his life for granted.
When I say go, what I want you to do very quickly is I want you to put your hands together, cross your fingers, cross your thumbs. Ready, set, go. Okay, now look down at your hands. Now, how many of you are left thumb over right thumb? And how many of you are right thumb over left thumb? Now, is there anyone else out there that is like confused and perhaps needs some remediation for this? Take your hands and pull them apart. And this time, when I say go, not before, I'll be watching. What I want you to do is very quickly, without thinking about it, I want you to put your hands, not just your thumbs, but I want you to put your hands back together. But this time, I want you to put them back together the opposite way. Ready, set, go. Oh, hang on a second. Now, do you notice something right away? Ooh, it just doesn't feel right. Cross your arms like this, please. Okay. Now try to cross it the other way. Lady, you need help, okay? Now, the interesting thing is, for 85% of the population, how you cross your hands, how you cross your arms, how you cross your legs, that's actually embedded in your genetic code. You are born with it. For the other 15% that's typically in place by the time you're about 18 months old, something as simple as that can demonstrate how powerful your paradigm, your mindset, your edugecentrism, your perspective can be in preventing you from seeing things from other points of view. More than 90 years ago, then U.S. President Woodrow Wilson wrote this: it's easier to move a cemetery than it is to change a school, even though they are similar activities, right? And in very much the same vein, Lou Salsa recently commented that it's easier to change the course of history than it is to change a history course, okay? And so that begs the fundamental question that we are here to deal with today. Why is the world outside of education changing so dramatically? Well, many aspects of education continue to struggle with those very same issues of change. So what I want to do is I want to talk about change and what it means for education. I want to talk about change and and what it means for teaching and learning and assessing that learning. I want to talk about change and education in the new digital landscape. Look, here's the bottom line. We face a world on the move. We face a world that is moving in incomprehensible ways. We live today in powerfully exponential times. The problem is that most people quite simply do not understand what exponential times really mean. Exponential times means change that is literally beyond our ability to comprehend. Futurist Ray Kurzweil put it best when he said this: with 30 linear steps, you get to 30. He says, with 30 exponential steps, you get to 1 billion. And you see, today, because we live in exponential times, we live in a time of disruptive change, of explosive change, of powerful change, of transformative change. Now let me try to put this into perspective for you. Now in most fields of human endeavor, what you're looking for is you're looking for gradual improvement. You're looking for an engine that's maybe a little bit more fuel efficient. Maybe you're looking for a medicine that improves life expectancy slightly. But you see, with exponential trends, they progress exponentially. And as they do, they warp social life. They transform long-standing intellectual horizons. They change our long-standing social visions. They mess with the business playing field. And they change just about every aspect of our life, including the way we work, the way we play, the way we learn, the way we view our fellow citizens, and particularly the way we view the world. Because today we are living in profoundly exponential times, it is an absolute certainty for each and every one of you in this room that the future is going to jump out in front of us. And when it does, it's going to catch us with our paradigms down. You understand? Now, in my recent book, Living on the Future Edge,
A couple more. Please don't give me 10. All right, there we are. Thank you.